Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave Kim for Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9 GRD and WGRD.com. Rock on the Range. I'm with Matt for 10 years. They are coming to town, actually, May 25th at the Orbit Room with Hollywood Undead, Drive A, and I believe New Medicine. Tickets on sale now at the Orbit Room box office and Ticketmaster.com. You guys have been touring nonstop. The first time I saw you guys was at South by Southwest. You did I think it was one of the showcases there, obviously. And you guys, I've never seen you guys before. That was awesome, man. So big props to that.
Thanks a lot.
And then your singer, his name escapes me, but his green hair, that's not his real hair, right? Oh, no. He tries to be a little eclectic, I think, with his appearance.
Yeah, you happen to catch us on a night that Herpy came out, which is an alter ego that Jesse likes to put on every now and then, and we have an alter ego that we go along with, and it's a lot of fun when he decides to do it. It was the South by Southwest thing is great, but for us, it was like, okay, this is different. You know, we're already out touring. We're already signed. Why are we playing an unsigned music festival for a bunch of people that have already heard us and seen us? So at that point, it was basically kind of a last-minute call that Jesse decided to come out and turn the alter ego on and give everybody a different show that you don't normally see.
Now, did you guys, were you hanging out in Austin for a little bit?
We came in earlier that day and walked around. Brian and I, the guitarist, walked around and kind of checked everything out and quickly figured out that we don't belong there.
Because that's what I'm kind of getting at. It seems like it's a city of hipsters and music snobs.
Oh, my God. I didn't know what was a guy, what was a girl. The fashion is just, it's so beyond control. I mean, it's basically take the ugliest things you could ever imagine to put on your body and try to make them look even more uncoordinated than they already were. Yeah, it was weird. The weirdest part for me is as I was walking down, I went through the main strip and I kind of hopped in and out of a couple of the venues to check out some of the bands, and nobody was watching the bands. Everybody was literally everybody in the venues, the band's playing their hearts out, and everybody's on their phone. Just looking at their phone, texting, updating Facebook, whatever, and it's like, what is the point of this giant festival if nobody's going to pay attention to what's happening?
Hey, scenesters have to tweet. You didn't know that? They got to tweet all the time to show how cool they are.
It's a 24-hour job, I know.
Now, let's talk about a real rock festival like Rock on the Range. I'm excited to see a Perfect Circle myself, but what are some of the bands that you saw last night and that you're excited to see today?
Oh, God, Perfect Circle for sure. Those guys are incredible. Disturbed, those guys are super cool with us, friends, longtime friends of the band. And then Red Fangs earlier, didn't get a chance to see them, but they're great as well. Other than that, we run into a bunch of friends, really. I mean, it's at this point, we've seen a lot of these bands in the past couple weeks at other festivals, and even if we didn't know them before, we've made some new friends, and so these big festivals are always more like a little
family gathering,
a little reunion with your buddies that you haven't seen in a couple weeks. It's like, oh, hey, what's going on?
We're having a picnic.
Yeah, it's like a big picnic. Oh, I got to go work for a minute. I'll be back in an hour.
Give me 40 minutes. I'll be right back. Right. So we've been playing Fix Me for a long time now. How has the response been just to the record in general?
Well, this record has definitely been really good for us. The response, when we started back in the fall and really seeing Shoot It Out start to happen, it's really hit really well. And now we're at the point where the Fix Me, honestly, is the loudest moment of the crowd response in our whole set every night. And it's the newest single, and we thank you for pushing it. That's awesome. But it's like struck a chord with people. And we play Wasteland right after it, but Fix Me is always louder. And people know us for Wasteland, so it's doing really well. The record's doing great. Over half of our set is off the new record now because it's fun. We like to play it, and it's really starting to catch on. So,
Fix Me has that melodic sound. You have the pianos, and when it's just the pianos, I think that's what really grabs me. I mean, that's an excellent, just a crowd singing type part. Was that on purpose?
Well, it wasn't intentionally for a crowd response, but it was definitely. I mean, when you're writing and when you're listening to music, you don't want the music all the time to be all the time on 10. You want it to kind of have some waves and go up and down, especially when it's a very melodic tune like Fix Me. You don't want it to just be all up, You want it to go up and come down and go up and come down. And so that part in particular is kind of a breath, to catch your breath, really sink your teeth into what the meaning of the song is, And it just so happens to be a great part for our live show because that's a real big part where everybody sings, and it's just so happened to work out that way,
Now, after the Hollywood Undead tour, are you just going to keep going on the road, or will you ever take a break?
Well, we're taking the month of June off. This Hollywood Undead run is a long. We're 7 weeks in. We still got another week. It's a lot of shows. It's pretty tiring. So we're going to take June off. Coming back at the beginning of July, hitting it hard as a headliner, going out on headlining runs for the rest of the year, doing East Coast in July to August, and then West Coast from August, September, October, and then probably go back out again in November and finish it out. So we're going to take the month off to kind of recoup, get back to our family. Jesse and Brian have some kids at home, so kind of take some time off, make the significant others happy for a little bit, and then come back on the road,
Now, touring with Hollywood Undead, they seem like this crazy bastards. Like, I think they're like a white Wu-Tang clan. Like, how is it touring with them?
Oh, it's great. They're a really fun bunch of guys, and what was really funny is, we like to party. Like 10 Years likes to party, and about the first week and a half, like the Hollywood Undead guys kind of didn't know what hit them. Like they just had no idea how much we like to party and have a good time, and so they caught on quick.
And showed them up.
Yeah, we showed them up at first, and now it's like we keep pushing each other further and further, and it's getting a little out of control, which is another reason to take a month off. You got to dry out a little bit.
You got to have a normal month out of the 12 months you're on the road, 11 months you're on the road. That's awesome. And now, have you noticed maybe whether it's a regional or just does one coast or one particular markets respond better than others?
Well, Texas is incredible for us. I mean, Texas. Yeah, I can't put into words how amazing it is playing there. I mean,
and they're not dressing up like weirdos in Austin.
Well, Austin isn't. I mean, we throw that city out.
We annex them.
Yeah. They don't count. They're hipster. But the rest of Texas is they're definitely a rock state, and it's a big state. So there's a lot of places to play there. The reception is great. The North is a little bit difficult for us, but it's starting to crack. Like we're starting to see it. It's honest. What's crazy is, I'm actually from Florida, and in Florida, we're just starting to see something. But the further west we go, the better the reception is, and it seems like our crowd, even though we're based out of Tennessee, is a very West Coast crowd, which is great, So it's always entertaining to go West Coast and watch it blow up. It's fun.
Man, thank you so much. I wish you the best. Again, 10 Years, coming to Orbit Room May 25th with Hollywood Undead, Drive A, and New Medicine. Tickets on sale now at the Orbit Room box office and Ticketmaster.com. I'm Dave Kim for WGRD.com.